Okay. Time to listen to some Michael K. Against my better judgment, I listened to Anthony, and now we're going to hear Michael K., which is just, it is what it is. Art is dead anyways, so what does it matter? I guess I'm here for a surprise, I think, right?
You're here for
Pause, by the way.
a fellatio,
Bro,
a verbal fellatio.
pause.
And
Oh.
we're here to crash a party.
I will keep my mouth shut, and I want Anthony to tell me, like, all right, what do you think about that part? Or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Freestyle it.
All right.
All right, here we go. The Michael K. I don't think I've ever listened to Michael K. show, but whatever. All right, here we go.
And he's probably one of the biggest stars in the world. Not even probably. He is one of the biggest stars in the world.
Yeah.
I think his reach might actually exceed the reach of a LeBron James, who is also.
That's a mega pause, but let's. I'm trying not to pause it. Here we go.
A worldwide star. But he is up there with soccer stars in Europe because you see what happened with the two games the Dodgers played the Cubs. The Dodgers won both of those games. Ohtani had the eyes of his country upon him, and all he did was deliver. He hit a home run today that was disputed for a bit whether there was interference or not, but the umpires looked at it and they said indeed it was a home run.
No way they're not giving him a home run.
Here's the number that really makes you think. And I know a lot of people are complaining about the game starting on the East Coast at 6 in the morning, starting on the West Coast at 3 in the morning. And
well, they got to pan it to their real audience,
that
right?
Issue, but Major League Baseball simply cannot ignore the large untapped market that they have in the Far East. Do you know yesterday's game, today's game?
I'm about to get wrecked,
not
aren't
seen the ratings. Yesterday's game in the country of Japan had 25 million viewers. 25 million viewers. That's better than the World Series game. It's double, more than double a World Series game. More than double an NBA Finals. Probably 5 times more than a Stanley Cup Finals.
Let's just start opening fuck it. Let's take half the teams in Major League Baseball. Let's take the entire AL and NL East and move them to fucking Japan so we can get some fucking ratings. Let's do that. Why not? Fuck it.
That's essentially what he's advocating for, bro.
Like, fuck it. Or we play at 6 in the morning here in America, bro. We'll play 6 a.m. games, so that Japan can watch them. But wait a minute, Ohtani's not on every team, so what do we do there? We make sure every team has at least 3 Japanese stars on there.
Dude,
I'm wrecked already, Ed.
You just spelled out what he's gonna say. But keep playing. We're gonna hear him say it.
Here we go.
We're gonna hear a desperate old white man tell us how to save baseball with Japanese viewers.
Isn't it? All right, I'm gonna shut up. It's like, isn't it like? It's about ratings and the number of viewers, and it's about exit velo, and it's about the length of time of the games, and runners on second and extra innings. It's all nerd dweeb shit. It's not fucking athletes. Yes. It's not competitor shit. It's dweeb shit. Sorry. There we go.
Yes, I agree.
There we go.
It's a quarter of what the Super Bowl gets, but that's just in one country. 25 million people. So we could be upset about the game starting at 6, starting on the West Coast at 3, and we should be. We should be, because you can't take the game away from the place where it emanates.
But watch you advocate for that right now. Watch you advocate for that.
The NFL does its European games, or its national games, so to speak. They start at 9:30 on Sunday. People do get up at 9:30 on Sunday. But when you do this, and you have games on Tuesday and Wednesday, and they start at 6 in the morning, and the Dodgers are celebrating a World Series championship, and their fans in L.A. had to get up at 3 a.m. to watch the first game of the season. There has to be a tweak to it. And I think that the demand for baseball, for Major League Baseball, in the country of Japan, would actually survive if they put the games on there at a time that
We
would
should put that
translate
theory to the
into a
test.
more humane time here in the United States.
My head is paused. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying let's put that theory to the test. Like, dude, don't give him Utani, don't give him none of those Japanese guys. Bro, who are you kidding, bro? And so, full disclosure, this guy did a video. I don't know if it was yesterday. He did. It's the same. It's the same conversation from that we're watching now, but longer format.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about, yo, I talked to Bobby Valentine like 10 years ago, and he's like anybody that plays in the Japanese league could play in the major league, and he's trying to, yo, why don't we have a star on every team? He's gonna advocate for that later on in this video.
Oh, I was trolling Anthony when I said that. I was
Yeah, well,
frustratedly trolling with that one. So
yeah,
they act.
well, as we see with
Oh.
politics, everything seems to be a fucking joke except it's real. They keep telling us jokes, but they're actually like the real fucking policy or the real decision they're making. It's not a joke to them. They see that shit as reality. We see it as this is too dumb to be real. They're like, nah, this is actually the best course of action. Stupidity
It's
on all levels.
it's a singer trying to do like opera, right? And it's like, no, your problem is you can't sing. No, that's not it. I'm gonna switch to R&B. No, your problem is you can't sing. I'll switch to rock music. Oh my god, motherfucker! Your problem is you can't sing. This is what baseball's doing. This is what baseball's doing. Instead of leaning into, okay, we are what we are. Maybe we're the chess of sports, where it's like no one wants to watch a chess. Well, maybe people do, but whatever. It's stereotypically no one wants to sit there and watch a fucking chess match, right? They want action and excitement. Well, guess what? We don't. The sport is what it is. So we're gonna lean more into it, as in lean more towards competitiveness, towards the fans that actually care. Like we're gonna cater to them. Yet that includes Japan too. If they're actually big baseball fans, it's not just Otani. If they're big baseball fans in general, like yes, lean into everything that loves the game. Instead of like, we need to change the game so that fucking Johnny over here will fucking like it too. Meanwhile, Johnny's like, what the fuck am I playing baseball for, bro? The NFL is right there. Like, what am I doing that for? Or the NBA is right there. Like, they're trying too hard. They're doing the fucking meme, the Steve Buscemi meme. Hey there, cool kids. Like, no, that's not your shit, dude.
With the hat on and shit, yeah.
This ain't your shit, baseball. Why you were popular was the little nitty gritty competitive shit and the fucking the majesticness of it and the.
Well, and let's be honest, Jordan, they had the culture on their side. Demographics change.
Yeah.
Technology was presented. The culture started to change, and these guys got left behind. And yeah, instead of going like fuck it, man, we're here for the real fan. But that it just like the shit you're saying that they should have done was never gonna happen because it's never about the fans. It's about fucking money, bro. And they don't know. They rather chase the quick buck than think long term about like how to fucking go about this shit. That's why they fucked around with analytics. They fucked around with how players play the game, and it's translating to how the rules are being called and how they're being taking away, and they're putting in dumber. Like you said, like we're talking about a buck. The pitcher can't fool the runner, but the runner has an advantage of if I make him throw 2 times, I have a free base because he can't throw the third time.
Artificially boosting stats, artificially boosting them.
It's like, hey, Yeah, it's like, hey, we have the dumbest hitter alive in this sport. The hitter has never been dumber.
Oh my god.
They can't hit the other way. Like you're telling me, yo, guys are throwing harder. So there's more strike. It's like why does it have to be that way? Why can't they hit it the other way? And they want you to hit it the other way. I don't understand. Who fucking said, bro? It's like you put launch angle, exit velocity, and then strikeouts and not hitting it the other way. It's like how did we end up here? You're chasing exit velocity. So you're telling me hitters on average are hitting the ball harder, but they can't hit it with authority the other way. Like what? No one says that anymore. Hit the ball with authority the other way. Like bro, no one says that shit anymore. And now they took the shift away because the poor hitter couldn't adjust. The poor hitter can't adjust.
Oh, fuck. I'm
He's
fucking
you. He's harm. It's
crying.
like
Oh.
oh shucks, everything's against the hitter now. He can't adjust.
Anthony, I'm crying, bro. The most popular, forget about basketball, forget about sports. One of the most popular humans on Earth left his sport that he gained fame from to play baseball, dude.
Yeah.
That happened in
Yeah.
history. It's like, but now it's
Yeah.
like, they're like, yo, what the fuck was MJ doing, yo? Why would he do that? It's like, because baseball was the
Yeah.
fucking shit back then, bro.
It
That's
was
why.
even when he was in his reign, it was
Oh
still the
my
shit.
god. Oh, it's Michael Jackson leaving pop and R&B to go do country. Like, I want to do some country right now.
Both fucking Jackson and Deion Sanders, fucking they fucking went through hell trying to play two sports, just so they could play this fucking game.
Unreal. And now it's not the game any of those guys played.
No,
The
it's
guys
not
who
the game
aren't,
those
their
guys
prime
played.
sport isn't baseball, and yet their game changed. Like these, I don't know, man. I bet kids don't play stickball no more. They don't play in or even with little tennis balls and shit like that. I don't even
Nah,
think that happens no more, right? Like it's fucking
their
round
dads
out,
basically have to force them to play the game.
probably.
That's how you're getting kids to play this shit.
God, what a
More and
tragedy.
more. I mean, there could be cracks where like, nah, man, I fuck with the game, but by and large, they're getting pushed to play this.
It's a fucking tragedy. I mean, the number one sport in America, the number one sport, and it fell that fast. It felt like it. I mean, they were reigning for a long time, but like the downfall was
Yeah,
steep
it happened
and
quickly. It
quickly.
happened quickly, bro.
Good
It
God.
happened very quickly.
But all right,
Yeah, let's. Oh, there's more. Just keep
yeah,
playing.
I'm sure there is. There we go. Fucking depressing.
You essentially took away the season opener from the Dodger fans and from the Cub fans because in Illinois, it was a 5 a.m. start. So who's getting up at 5 a.m.? I mean, I watch the second half of the games because I'm up with the kids to get them ready for school.
And you got radio.
But
I
Major League
don't know if
Baseball
radio's a thing
knows
anymore.
that this is a potential gold mine that it cannot ignore.
But you can't
And if you're
advocate
Rob
for
Manfred,
Michael Gay, right?
And you're the rest of the Major League owners. And you see the untapped potential for the next television rights in Japan. You'll keep starting games at 3 in the morning in LA. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about.
No, he means playing in Japan and the games start at 3 a.m. in LA. That's what he means, right? He doesn't mean start a game at 3 a.m. in LA.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what he means.
Okay. I mean,
now listen to this. Listen to the entitled piece of shit Yankee fan. This guy's about to out in himself.
okay.
Listen to this.
All right, I'd be fine with Midsummer, the Japan Classic, Midsummer Japan Classic. That'd be cool, right?
That's good money. Like you know what I mean. It's
They should
good
span
money.
everywhere.
Like it's good money. Like from a marketing standpoint and from a experience standpoint. Like yo, you want to have your All-Star game in Japan? Go ahead.
Oh, that'd be awesome. They should expand, actually.
That'd be dope.
a Japan Classic, a DR Classic, a Cuba
And
Classic,
you want to like
fucking
yuck it up with
Puerto Rico.
the yeah, like you want to yuck it up with the Japanese stars. Go right ahead, bro. That's fun and games. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to sound what is it, jingoistic or something? I don't want to sound like that. I don't want to sound like, oh, you can't play there. They're foreigners. Like I'm not. I've never been that guy.
Me neither.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, it's just more of like, yeah, I don't see the NBA doing this, and the NBA is leaps and bounds ahead of you internationally. Like, marketing wise, you guys can't hold a candle to them, and the NBA ain't fucking thinking like this way. They ain't like, yo, we're gonna put a team in China, we're gonna put a team in Latvia, we're gonna put a team in fucking France, like, and they can do that, and it would be way more successful than this. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. All
They
right.
can really shit on anybody. I can shit on the NFL if they want. If the NBA wanted to, I'm surprised they haven't done that. Like, yo, let's go fucking play a regular season game, and they might have done it, but like they're not like making it as big a deal as MLB and NFL are.
Yeah.
Cause they kind of know they got it in the bag. They don't even need, they know they don't have to do that shit. It's just there if they ever wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Where like this guy's like, yo, this is the lifeline right here. Yo, we're gonna stay in sport doing this shit.
They're just
But
thinking about
anyway,
numbers strictly.
yeah,
That's not about
because the
the game.
numbers that they currently have don't make any sense. And what I have to, I can't not mention this. This fucker works for ESPN. ESPN cut the lights on MLB. I have yet to hear him talk about that. I understand you work for the company. You probably it's probably bad taste, bad whatever, bad sport or whatever. It's probably
Yeah.
not in his best interest to talk about it. But it's just, I'm like, it's just funny, bro. Like, how are you? And you're gonna talk about finances and revenue, and you're not gonna talk about this?
I mean, he still
But
works
anyway,
for
okay,
Major League Baseball, though, right? With
what
with
happened?
with the Yes Network, does he not still have a direct affiliation with Major League Baseball? Thus, he can't do that, right?
Well, he has a direct affiliation. He works for ESPN too. He's on
Yeah, but
ESPN Radio.
I'm saying like if he's strictly ESPN to where he has no, I don't announce any MLB games. I'm just talking about it on ESPN. That's different than
Well, the
I work for
ESPN,
Yes.
he was doing games on ESPN on Sundays with A Rod, and they and ESPN canceled it.
I'm saying he
They
has
was like,
ties.
okay,
He has ties to ESPN. He has ties to
yes.
MLB. So he's like,
But he's an MLB. Yeah, he's a Yankee lifer, which means he's an MLB lifer.
yeah.
Yes, that's where his main loyalties lie.
It's just sad.
Like he could get fired tomorrow from ESPN. He's still good with yes.
It's sad. It screams desperation. This isn't a move to expand. This is a move to maintain.
Yeah, maintain what you have because the shit's looking bad in those other
Yeah.
places.
NBA, NFL, they're expanding. MLB, they're trying to survive. I think, in a certain way, they're trying to survive in a certain way. But
Well, yo, listen to this. So listen to this. This is kind of a tangent, but I since you're saying it, you know how Oakland likes trying to move to Vegas, right?
with their 3D modeled, fucking
Yeah,
wherever
it's
the
not looking
fuck,
good for
yeah.
them. Yeah, the updates I've seen lately, yeah, it's not looking good. But Tampa, dude, Tampa's even more fucked than they are. I told you about the Trop got blown up, right?
Yeah, they'll
By
be
the
playing in
hurricane.
YMCA's now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing at YMCA's, and there's like a whole fucking battle. They had a deal struck and signed for a new ballpark, and then the hurricane happened, and now the Tropicana Field needs like what 60 or 70 million to get fixed. And the Rays owner, which we know is he's like counting pennies when he goes shopping. Apparently, just the way he runs the team. Um, he was telling them like, yo, I need you to give me that 60 million to fix the Trop too. Like I ain't putting that up.
Yo, City,
And
give me the, give me them ducats, bro. These like CJ from San Andreas, bro. Yo, I need that paper, yo.
I need that paper, bro. I can't do it without you,
I
yo.
gotta balance my sheets out and shit.
So So the mayor of where were they? Clearwater, whatever this shit is. St.
Yeah,
Petersburg.
yeah. It's St. Petersburg.
He shitted on the fucking Rays. Only said I'll never work with him. He's a fucking liar. And they broke the deal. Got nixed. And now MLB is like forcing him to sell the fucking team. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's like you would think MLB's like nah, because the owner, Rob Manfred works for the owners, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, man, that's my boy right there, the Rays owner, man. I gotta. He's not doing that at all. He's shitting on him. He's telling the fucking St. Petersburg like, nah, chill. We might get him out of here. We might find somebody else to take the team. And he's like hard selling and like get this guy, yo, sell the fucking team, because the other owners are telling him to sell the fucking team because they need Tampa and Oakland to find new homes and like get locked in on that because they want to expand and bring 2 more teams. And when you do that, you have to pay like a $2 billion fee
Just
to
for
join. Just an expansion fee, yes, an expansion fee.
to show you're committed, bro. It's like,
So, and these owners are like, "Yo, we need that money, bro.
paid a vig.
We need those $4 or $5 billion for those 2 extra." That's why teams expand. In one sense, in another sense, is the league is also healthy. This league is not healthy. This league is going the other way. But they need. It's like they don't even give a fuck if you don't draw. If there's gonna be another Florida Marlins or Tampa Rays, they don't care. They want somebody to buy in and give them the fucking fees money.
They're
Like
booking.
these guys are all like, yo, these guys like they lost the ESPN deal or whatever, and like they're trying to like Manfred's trying to get all the. He's gonna talk about it. They're
Okay.
trying to get all. They get Fox and TNT. Their deals are up in 2028. This guy did that purposefully, Manfred, so he could have all the rights and put them all together and sell one package like the NBA did and the NFL does. And like that's supposed to be like that's like their do or die moment. Like it's like, yo, we need 80 billion like the NBA got, or we're fucked. Like basically.
Oh my.
Like this is like they're like this
Yeah.
sport is in the middle of like a hell, like they're
I
trying to
know.
attempt a Hail Mary, and the Rays just fucking shit the bed, and Oakland still not. They're gonna play in Sacramento for 3 years, bro, in a fucking AAA stadium that only has like 6,000
Seats.
seats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God's like, suffer more MLB. Here's a hurricane.
and the
Rip
Rays
the
play in
fucking roof
George
off.
Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, which is a fucking a spring training facility.
Yeah.
They're gonna get rained out like a motherfucker, bro. And then yo, some dudes like, yo, it's like, yo, who you think will make the playoffs? Like, I don't know, but I hope the Rays and then Oakland make the playoffs. So let's see where the fuck they gonna play at. Yo, this shit is diabolical, bro.
Reporting live from Bob's backyard. He looks by. I'm like,
Yeah, I want
what
to see
the
these
fuck?
fuckers scrambling to find a fucking part to play that.
I mean, let the clown show. Like Manfred has to be. I'm trying not to go too long because let's get the video going. But fucking these
It's
owners
funny,
it
bro.
must be pure sabotage. Where it's like, yo, we're failing. Let him take the brunt of it. Then when shit gets better, get him out of here. We'll replace him with someone else. And then that
No,
guy will be like, our new
no, he said
commissioner.
he's gonna retire in 29. His contract, his last year is 29.
Well,
It might be too late by then, but we'll see.
expected to be a George Bush tenure here. But all right, let's keep on. God dang it.
Are the Japanese people completely consumed by Major League Baseball
Or is it
by the
Otani?
Dodgers?
What do you think,
Dodgers.
Kay?
Why do you say Dodge? Okay, I guess what's his name? The Yamamoto or Yakamoto guy?
Yamamoto, Sasaki, and Otani, and they got another kid. That's their second baseman now. That's Japanese as well, or Korean. I know he might be Korean actually. My bad. But they're trying.
Okay.
They got footholds in Korea, in South Korea too. I
Okay.
wonder if they got footholds in North Korea, but that's a question for another day.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
People completely
Was
consumed
Ichiro doing this with Seattle? I know he pulled the numbers.
baseball
Ichiro.
or by the Dodgers?
Right, these fools probably got up to watch him play.
Not like this guy,
Is
bro,
it
because he
Ohtani,
bitches and
who
hits,
is
bro.
about
But
as
Ichiro's
big a
just
star
better.
in that country
Ichiro's
as
just
ever
better.
Tell these fuckers that they don't want
He
to say that.
surpassed Matsui. He's likely surpassed Sadahara O.
He
And
didn't
he's a
even
big
mention
star here in
Ichiro.
the
That's
States,
crazy.
too. So were 25 million people consuming that game for Ohtani, for Yamamoto, for Sasaki today? By the way, Sasaki did not look good. I know he throws over 100 miles an hour. Doesn't seem like he has any idea where it's going. His first 4 warm-up pitches were all uncatchable. Uncatchable. So he was probably jacked up. He's 23 years old. The eyes of the world are on him. He did not perform well, but the Dodgers won the game.
The eyes of the world are not on him, bro. Just Japan.
Also on the Cubs side, you got
Someone tell Rick Ankiel he was born in the wrong time period because he'd be
He
an
was.
MLB
He would
star right
kill
now.
it.
As a
He
pitcher,
would
he'd be a
kill it,
star.
bro. Josh Hamilton, yo, you would have never left the league, bro. If you were here now, bro. They got a spot right there for you, bro.
You could blame your fucking accountant for getting heroin. It wasn't your shit. It was his. Or
Yeah.
you just blame someone else. You get away with it. It's crazy. Anyways,
Imanaga, who started yesterday. You got Suzuki. So, I mean, there are 5 big-time Japanese players that were on display. What Major League Baseball is going to have to do, though, and I'm not saying this because I'm the Yankee
Coming up right
broadcaster,
now. Yes,
because
you
the
are.
Yankees have certainly
Yes, you are.
benefited from great Japanese players, particularly Matsui.
Hideki
You
Irabu.
can't let every great Japanese player who wants to come to the
Ichiro.
States automatically go to the Dodgers. You can't. You just can't. You got to spread the wealth. I don't know if that means
Is that real, Anthony? Is it like, are they like
it's-
purposely allowing that, or is it, what is it? Is it just money offered?
This is the thing, Jordan. You remember Daisuke Matsuzaka, right?
Yes, with the shitty Red Sox. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that was like the first time I paid attention to this. The posting fee, right?
Yes. Yeah. The little taster before you just have the big contract. The
When
vig.
you
The
sign a
vig.
player from the Dominican, I don't know what's going on in Japan, but they got a sweetheart deal. When you sign a player from the Dominican, it's like the Wild Wild West. There's no organized play, so you could
Yes.
these dudes literally hide kids.
Yes.
Basically, they give a kid a deal, and then they hide them till they're 18, so they can sign them.
I have played with and against these kids in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So yes, that is a real thing.
Same. In Japan, I don't know how it is in Korea. In Japan, you have like a sort of arbitration period with the Japanese league. If you're a Japanese-born player or whatever, you play there for a certain amount of time, and then the team can grant you eligibility, and you have to post a fee.
Yep. Just to talk to them. Just to talk to them, I think. You have to pay money. Just to talk.
No, it's not just to talk to him. The player and his agent and the team all have to agree, we're willing to sign with you. We're all in tandem agreeing to the money you're giving the team and to the contract you're giving the player. And the player wants to play with you.
Yeah.
Well, so and when you get here, you don't have arbitration. You're getting paid per year, whatever you're worth on the market.
Yeah.
There's no arbitration for you. And I think actually I might be tripping. I think there is but it's a shorter one. It's not the 6-year bullshit. It might be like 3 or 4 years, something like that. I could be off on that, but it's not the same as if you were drafted by a team and you go through the minors or whatever.
Yeah.
There's very few. I don't think there's one Japanese player that got picked up and went to the minors. They're going straight to the main team.
Yeah.
But they are the top 1% from that league, so it's understandable why. But
yeah,
now motherfuckers are crying about that the Dodgers have made themselves with Ohtani a destination spot for Japanese players.
Because they're trying to live off them too.
Huh?
They're trying to get in that fucking spotlight too with them.
I mean, can you blame them? Yeah, can
And
you blame them?
and MLB will facilitate that shit. Like, yes, do it. Yeah, do that. I could believe that, bro.
Here's where these fuckers come in. K and these guys come in. They've been crying all winter because this kid Sasaki Yamamoto did the same thing last year. Yamamoto talked to the Mets. He went to Steve Cohen's house. He talked to the Yankees. He talked to the Red Sox. Everybody.
You got a lot of back rubs. Yeah.
And all he was really doing was bidding other teams against the Dodgers to make the Dodgers give him more money.
But he knew he was going to the
him
Dodgers.
He was always going to the Dodgers. He just wanted the Dodgers to pony up. They gave him like an 8-year, $320. They gave him.
Oh my God! For unproven talent, unproven.
Hey, his first year, bro. Yeah, he didn't prove he was worth that. But he's 20. He was 25. That's why they gave him that contract, because he was a lights out pitcher in Japan and he was young. Okay, this kid Sasaki, this last winter, same thing. He talked to the Phillies, he talked to the Giants, he talked to the Blue Jays, he talked to the Red Sox, Mets, Yankees. Signed with the Dodgers. Everybody knew it. They still played the facade, like, yo, let's see, maybe we could get him, maybe he's interested. He folded on all of them and he went to the Dodgers. And he was gonna be cheap. He's under that's why I think there is arbitration. He's only making like $3 million or something. Like he can't get paid big money yet. I don't know why. I don't really care.
They want him to prove himself or something.
No, it's something about his service time in Japan. Like if he waited longer, he could have got whatever he wanted. But he wanted to leave right now. Like he didn't want to wait. He wanted his immediate entrance to the league, to the MLB.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys are now saying the new CBA is coming up next year, next winter, and it's basically understood it's going to be a lockout for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Because the owners want a salary cap. Some of the players are like, maybe we be into it. Most of them, the dudes that make a lot of money are like, nah, don't do that shit. That's not a good idea. Anyway, that's a story for another day. The fucking crybabies are now saying you have to make a draft for Japanese players. It can no longer be they have choice to go wherever they want. They now have to enter a draft. So these fuckers don't all go to LA.
Too little, too fucking late. This is what I was thinking already while you were talking.
Pandora's box. Yeah, they opened Pandora's box.
While you were talking, I was like, yo, have a legitimate, full-blown MLB draft. That means the world. Where was Yao Ming picked?
You can't lock kids up in DR and Venezuela anymore if you do that. That's why they don't want to draft.
Well, yeah, but it's fair to the game, and you're gonna get better players out of it. I think
you are gonna get better, more polished, more major league ready, like all that. But you're gonna have to pay more. You're gonna have a bracket where top picks get a lot more money than they've been getting. But it does make sense because the best players are not American-born most of the time.
Yeah, I agree.
Not that they're great players, but the most prolific, like Ronald Acuna, fucking Soto, there are some that are like, yo, these guys are a little more polished than just raw talent that's gonna like excel in athleticism. Some of them do have a brain and can like hit like high 200s at least. I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game needs that because the game isn't. They're getting these fucking kids. You have a fucking Wander Franco situation where he thinks it's cool to date a 14-year-old. because nobody told him any different.
Yeah.
He's got no formal training like in ethics. And I'm not even being. I'm just being straight up, bro. Like, you're giving kids money and you're hiding them, and then they come here and you let them act like adults, and they may not be ready for it.
Yeah. Jesus.
I do think Japan's different though. Japan doesn't have the whatever they're like. They have a minor league system. They have they're fostering a type of culture of maturing through the ages. In the fucking South, in the fucking Latin countries, it's not like that at all. It's worse than the Wild Wild West. But yeah, these fuckers now might concede on that because they want to draft, but they may only want to draft for Japanese players,
Yeah,
which is
that's what
stupid.
we'll
You have to
probably
include
have.
everybody. You
Yeah.
have to include everybody.
I remember Yao Ming being like the top pick, coming over, then having to prove himself, and he proved
How does the
himself.
NBA do this right? Like, bro, how does the NBA get this right? You don't.
Luca.
And you have a higher fucking ceiling than they do. Like, yo, baseball really has a reach in crazy places. So does NBA. Don't get me wrong. NBA has crazy reach. Yeah, these guys are plucking guys out of everywhere. France, Latvia, Slovenia, fucking Taiwan, fuck wherever. But
Mm-hmm.
so does the MLB. The MLB has that kind of fucking pull too. But they don't they're all fucking slave owners, bro. They're all trying to fucking keep fucking like these little kids hidden and shit. Hey, if you blow your arm out on the way there, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what happens to your life either. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, yo, you guys are treating these guys like cattle. I get it. You're paying them a quarter or maybe less of what you think they're gonna be worth in 3 or 4 years, anyways. So let's not act like you're being fucking generous, giving them money. You know what you're investing in.
Correct.
Like, this sport
These fools
deserves to
have
fail on that alone.
these
How they
fools.
treat the players, you deserve to fail on that alone. Like, that shit is
Yeah.
criminal.
Yeah. These fools have 20 rounds. And
Yeah.
they have 20 rounds in their draft. It's like,
And they're still hiding players they actually want the whole time, bro. There's a whole
incredible.
thing, an international draft. Oh yeah, that's what Sasaki was doing. His posting fee came from the international money pool. There's an international money pool, and they use that system to try to not officiate, police that shit that I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
it's like there's like a million loopholes and workarounds to that too. Like, you probably got fucking Steve Cohen like putting $20 million in duffel bags trying to get these fucking little kids. It's not just him. Like, he's new to the game. This shit's been happening.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, like that as an example. That's been going on. Like, fucking off books money to get these players.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to play the video, but if you're new to this, please look into someone like Livan Hernandez or El Duque. Like, look at their journey to play baseball. I know it's like the whole Cuban shit and all
Yasiel
that stuff.
Puig too, bro. With the
Yasiel
cartel, the
Puig.
Dodgers paid the cartel to bring him
Yeah.
here.
Look into the dirty shit that
That
these
shit is
motherfuckers,
crazy.
that these suit and tie motherfuckers are all involved in. They fucking know what's going on, and they will give unmarked bills to motherfuckers to get players and shit. But all right, let me hit play. Here we go.
Means a draft or whatever, but you can't have every player go to one team. Something has to be worked out.
You can't just do that. Like, I know.
Because then, if there are different great Japanese players on all different teams, then you don't have to send the Dodgers to the Far East all the time for these games. You don't have to. You can actually sit back and send, I don't know, the Red Sox and the Padres. And the Red Sox and the Padres have, Japanese players. But only the Dodgers have Ohtani. And Ohtani is, as I started this, he's one of the greatest players that we'll ever see. And this, by the way, is with him not even pitching. Because when he adds that little talent to the whole equation. We've never seen anything like this, ever. And it's better than Babe Ruth. It's more impressive than Babe Ruth. Because when Babe Ruth was a pitcher, he didn't hit. He didn't hit at the rate that Ohtani hit. And once he became a hitter, for the most part, he stopped pitching. He pitched a couple of times for the Yankees, but that was pretty much
his time period is not a precedent to use,
but
Michael
this
K.
guy
We're not
is
using
a great
Babe Ruth.
pitcher and an
Sorry.
otherworldly hitter.
He's not other. Yeah.
He chews up MVPs. He's like no one we've.
He's a hitter of the times, Michael K. And you fucking know that because you've watched some greats roll through New York. You fucking know that.
How about this, Jordan? How about he can't differentiate how good A-Rod was compared to this guy? How about that? How about he's that dumb? Because I've heard this guy say shit like that. I'm like, yo, this guy's. I'm talking to James. I'm like, yo, this guy's an idiot, bro. How does this guy watch? I haven't watched a quarter of the games this guy's watched live, and I'm like, yo, I'd walk around this guy. This guy's a moron, bro. He's a moron on finances as well. But he's also like
We all know
a
about
moron
that one.
just watching the game, dude. Like, fuck, dude.
This blank face fool when he's whatever.
Oh no, I'm talking about K now. Yeah. I know
Sorry, my mind's like strict on. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let him speak Japanese and let him explain one of his at bats, and let A-Rod explain his at bats. I'm telling you, one's gonna sound like a genius. The other one's gonna sound like a fucking dope. I almost guarantee you. Well, I looked out and I saw the ball. I swung at it. A-Rod's like, well, the trajectory of the angle I took here, and I got my back leg into it, my front foot for my timing, and I put my hands in a certain position so I can get some lift on the ball and the backspin. Exactly. Well, he's in love with the game. I know A-Rod cheated. I know he fucking bullshitted. I know he's a celebrity, but that fool loves baseball. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. Ohtani might love baseball, but he's a fucking idiot. He's like, it seems like he's daydreaming through it, in my opinion. I think he's daydreaming through his career.
I agree.
A-Rod's like, he wants to get better at every little thing to where he went too far. Where it's like, fuck, I gotta do this to get an edge or be ahead of the competition or whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Or break records or whatever the fuck. But he was in love with the records. That's the thing. He was in love with probably seeing Hank Aaron hit that home run. He's like, fuck, I want to do that too. I want to do that so bad. I'm willing to cheat the fucking.
Yeah.
I want rings. I want titles. I want titles so bad. I want to win so bad. I fuck up in the most important moments. I think that's A-Rod's personality, bro. He cared that much. Like, but I don't see any type of that savagery in this motherfucker at all.
No,
I don't see it.
He's a little puppy.
I see One Punch Man, like a blank-faced ass looking fool. He's blank. I'm like, dude, where's your the grit, like, the grit, the care? Where's it at? Like, Ichiro's a fucking killer. Who the fuck is this guy?
My life's on the line, bro. My life's on the line. I need a fucking hit. I'm calling Freddie. I'm not calling you.
Oh, on that team? Yeah. I'm picking Freddie or Mookie or some shit. I'm not calling this fool at all.
TK Hernandez over you, bro.
Like, god damn it. I don't know. It felt like Ichiro came here, and when Ichiro, I thought instantly was in love with the whole Ichiro phenomenon. I'm like, this guy's fucking dope, bro. He's a savage, and he's like, I don't care what I look like right now. Like, I'm doing this the way I do shit, and it looked savage, bro. And he cared about winning. And he's working his ass off. I don't fucking see that with this fucking blank-faced fool, bro.
The only problem is chicks dig the long ball.
Yeah,
and he wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't his game.
But then you see it. But that was the legend of Ichiro's that during batting practice, this fool's tanking home runs over and over and over again. That was the legend about Ichiro. Like, oh, yo, in batting practice, he hits home runs. But that's not what the team needs in order to win.
No.
And did Ichiro, when he first did he not contribute to as far as, didn't they break a record of a winning record?
Yeah, 116 wins. 116 wins. They broke the Yankees record.
They didn't need him to hit home runs every fucking at bat. Like, or to try to do that.
Yeah. They had A-Rod. They had fucking Griffey left, I think, by that point.
The Griffey was not there. A-Rod was not there. Wait. No. The Ichiro team?
01 was A-Rod's last year.
No, A-Rod was not there.
Yeah, 01 he was there.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He signed with Texas in 2002, bro.
A-Rod was not on that team. I'm telling you right
He
now.
was there? Are you
No.
sure?
Ichiro's rookie year when they fucking
There's no way.
had
How
the
did they
best
win that
record.
many games without A-Rod?
They had Brett Boone. Edgar Martinez was there, I believe. They had Brett Boone was like a killer at that time period. Mike Cameron, I think, was a killer at that time period. Who the fuck else did they have? Let me see. I'm gonna look this up.
He was there, bro. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He left.
A-Rod was
Yeah,
not
you're
there.
right.
A-Rod was not there. That's a
Yeah,
guarantee.
you're right. 2000 was his last year.
Yeah. They had pitching. They had Jamie Moyer. They had the fucking other dude from Japan. Their closer, I think. We had like 50 something fucking saves.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. This dude had a career 295 average, 3,000 hits, 696 home runs.
I mean, if he only played his prime, and let's be real, he showed up late, by the way. He showed up like, what, 27 years old or something like that? Ichiro?
Yeah.
He showed up at like 27 years old.
He still got the 3,000 here.
I know.
That's actually wild, bro. He broke the single season hit record, 263.
Yep. Without rule changes, without none of that bullshit.
No, with the shift.
Yes, he did it with the way baseball was back when Pete Rose was breaking records of hit records.
Crazy, bro. And that used to be
Tony Gwynn.
Normal shit. Yo, you get 200 hits. That was normal shit, bro.
It was somewhat normal. It was an accomplishment, though. It's an accomplishment to do that.
No, my bad. I didn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to say. Yeah, it's not normal, but there was more than 5 players a year getting it.
Oh yeah. Marquee players that are known for hitting for average. Yes, they would get their 200 hits.
I can tell you off the top of my head, Jeter, him, who else?
Michael Young
would be right there, bro. Michael Young, Pools would be right there.
Michael Young was guaranteed 200 hits. Craig Biggio, I think, was guaranteed 200 hits.
Yes. Jose Reyes has gotten 200 hits before, bro.
Yes. But he wasn't as much of an average hitter as those other guys, I don't think.
No.
Like, Jeter was hitting like 220, 320, 330.
330
plus
bro. Like nothing.
Per season. Ichiro was like 340 plus every fucking Tony Gwynn was 330 plus. Wade Boggs, I think, was like a consistent 200 hit guy. Michael Young was like a 300 hitter or up there. He got a lot of at bats, but he was like a 300 something hitter, I think, and would get 200 hits like every fucking year.
He was definitely a 300 hitter.
Like perennially. And then he was, guess what, a borderline all-star player. He was borderline. He wasn't like guaranteed all-star every season, Michael Young. He was like borderline, bro. So like borderline all-stars are getting almost 200 hits every fucking year. Crazy.
Michael Young, yo, he had almost 25. He almost had 2,500 hits in 12 seasons. That's insane, bro.
He was a fucking killer.
He hit 200 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in a row, and then he did it another time, like a couple years later after that.
Oh my god. Todd Helton's probably another 200 hit guy, probably around there.
Too. Yeah, he was a first baseman, bro.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, let's.
God damn it! You fucking made me miss baseball, Anthony. Stop it! Don't make me look at this tragedy. Here we go.
Ever seen
God
before.
dang it!
And we are living in this time where we can actually enjoy it. If you're a Yankee fan, you don't enjoy it that he's with the Dodgers. If you're a Met fan, you don't enjoy it that he's with the Dodgers.
But we all win.
If you're a baseball fan,
shut up.
Take this in.
Shut up.
Another thing about the untapped market. Everybody always paints the picture that baseball's in bad shape.
It is.
I think baseball has to be looked at.
Baseball's what? Bad chi, he said?
Shape.
Oh, bad shape. Yeah, it is. It is. I thought I said chi or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say?
So he's going to say something that's only going to be true for this year and this year only. After this year, it'll never be true again, in my opinion.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's hear him say it. I'll tell you what he said.
All right.
And one other thing about the untapped market. Everybody always paints the picture that baseball's in bad shape. Now, I think baseball has to be looked at differently than it did many, many years ago.
You're admitting
it's not that long ago. Michael
regional
K.
sport.
He's admitting it while lying.
Regionally, these teams are beloved.
So
He's doing that argument, that video you played for me, bro. I'm going to get
I'm
pissed.
not so sure. I mean, you're not tuning into Sunday Night Baseball the way you would tune into Monday Night Football.
yeah, because you used to do those games
There's
and
not
they
that
fired you.
specialness to it. So when
So
the
you
Yankees
know.
play the Red Sox, you know what? They get a good number, ESPN, on Sunday Night Baseball.
Oh, really?
In Boston
Tell
and
me
New
more.
York.
That's all you're going to tell me about
But
ESPN?
do the people in LA, do they consume it? The people in Milwaukee, do they consume it? No, it is a regional sport. But that doesn't mean that it's in bad shape. Because take a look, everybody, before you bury this great sport.
Here we go.
They made more money as a league, than the NBA
we go over this.
and the NHL.
You will never do that again. Pause that. You will never do that again. Never will you do that again. Once this TV deal for the NBA kicks in next year, it's curtains for you guys ever saying that statement ever again. Before those teams sell a fucking ticket or jersey, they're already like like 3/3 of the way there as a league in revenue.
I'm wrecked,
You
dude.
will. It's like yo.
It's a
how did we get
fantasy,
here,
it sounds like.
Yeah, like how did we get here? Like how did we get here? Like since when? I never growing up gave a fuck who made the most money as leagues. But since you want to bring it up, I'm like, yo, I look to my left, I look to my right. The Boston Celtics just sold for 6.1 billion, and you know why? And you know what everybody's saying? The biggest fucking attraction to the buyers. It was a hedge fund who bought it. So they're like, yo, in our calculations, this TV deal is before a game is played. Like they basically said, all we have to do is play the games, and we're gonna make our money in like a couple years back.
Yeah.
Those 6 point, like that shit is crazy, bro. Like, do you understand? Like, it's not. You're no longer playing checkers. I mean, yeah, checkers with you. You're playing chess, bro, and you don't know how to play.
Oh
Like you're
my
defending a
God.
league that doesn't know how to play the game anymore.
But I'm sure they were wheeling and dealing back in the day, but I assume that they were doing so well that they could focus on the competitive nature of the sport itself.
No,
Like,
that's never gonna happen.
I'm saying back in the day, like they were successful financially, right? But also,
Yeah.
because they were successful financially, they focused more on the sport. Now, all of a sudden, you see some finances change. They're like, okay, let's change the sport around. It's like, that doesn't make fucking sense. It doesn't make sense.
Here's my theory, Jordan. Here's my theory. All these decisions they made with the sport goes hand in hand with what's happening to them now. They whether or not they saw a dip in money, which I'm sure they did. There was always a have and have-nots in baseball. No salary cap,
Yep.
meaning no floor.
Yeah.
Teams can hoard money, and the teams that made the most money at a certain point got told, yo, you got to put money into the pot so we could give to the lesser teams. And all the lesser teams did was hoard that money as well. And I say this to say it is to me the biggest reason why we have analytics. We have this terrible player. And this modern day player is fucking ass. It's because they can control funds, and they didn't want to spend money on marketing. They didn't want to spend money on advanced scouting. They didn't want to spend money anymore. They were trying to cut costs. Back then, when Billy Beane was doing this shit, because this didn't originate with the Yankees. It originated with a team that was trying to hoard money. And other teams that wanted to hoard money were also doing it. And then it became the industry standard in the game. And then you add on top of that, other teams are buying players left and right, like the Red Sox and Yankees and such and such.
And the Dodgers, yeah, Mets,
And the Dodgers.
maybe
And
Cubbies, the
now we're at
Phillies.
the point. Now we're at the point where like, yo, you didn't care about where the game was going 10 years ago, back then, and now you're like, fuck, we're losing money left and right, and it's because you were always short. You were always thinking short. We should have thought long. Like you're saying, bro. Like, how the fuck did we lose the identity of the game? For what? For mismanagement of resources. That's why we lost. That's why the game is where it is now. Like, this game is a joke, bro.
Anthony,
Whether or not you want to admit it, you had to do 30 million gimmick changes just to get people to talk about your sport, and it's still like, wait, we go on Twitter, nothing, crickets. You can't. They played 2 games. You wouldn't have known about it if you were watching Twitter.
I would have known about it if you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I would not have known. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
I
shit, they
know.
started. I heard about March Madness left and right. I'm
Yeah.
not looking into shit, but I heard about March Madness. I heard nothing about the start of their fucking season. You want to know why? Because it's on at 6 a.m. in fucking Japan somewhere, apparently.
Yeah.
It's like, what
'Cause
are we
they're
doing?
chasing bucks.
What are
They're
we
chasing
doing?
the last bucks they could get.
Anthony, this is not a 50-year, 60-year, 70-year drop-off, right? This is 10, 15-year, full-blown, down the fucking mountain slide-off, bro. This is so stupid. It's crazy. So, go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. No,
I'm
you're
wrecked, man. I'm wrecked. This is like, once again, I'm older now, right? I'm almost 40 almost. Like, I'm kind of old, right? But I'm still connected to, like, I could still kind of do things I did 10 years ago. I could still do shit like that, kind of, like
Yeah.
moving around athletically. But yet,
Yeah.
in that time period, this league has become irrelevant. WNBA, that was apparently nothing back. Like, just fucking steamrolling you now.
Yeah,
Like, for sure.
The ESPN is betting on the WNBA's future over your future. They're betting on it. They're like, yo, we're gonna make more money and pay less with the
Oh my
WNBA than we would with you.
The decline is faster than people getting out of shape just by aging. That's so fast that it's breakneck speed in these terms. God.
Imagine you go to a bank and give them $100,000, and you come 10 years later, you got 10,000. Like, that's where we're at. It depreciated in value. It didn't add in value. It depreciated.
The inflation wrecked your shit. Is
Yeah.
what baseball is doing, bro. It's like, now we'll take anything, bro. We'll take anything. You got some gold saved up like in your grandma's basement. We'll buy it from you and hold on to it to rebuild.
Yeah.
Yo, Japan, listen, I know your time zones are just crazy way off from us, but yo, maybe we can make a market out of you. And like, it's desperation, absolute desperation. And MLB said we're gonna back it because that's not normal shit, Anthony. What they're doing with Otani, that's them heavily forcing their hands towards him, which means like, who's the market for that? It's not the U.S. I don't think so.
It's not. It's pretty much just white men in the United States. Single, lonely white men that still watch baseball are fucking nerds or whatever. They're into analytics.
I mean, support your stars. Jesus Christ. Man.
Yeah, like they're too trash to play esports, so they just stuck with baseball.
Like, support your stars. Yes, support your stars, regardless. This is different.
This is a Messiah complex. Yeah, this is a Messiah complex.
This is heavy-handed for where his actual real market is in a opposite time zone, dude. Like, the exact opposite of us time zone.
Yeah, and they're fucking sanctioning it.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Oh, man. Am I playing more of this? What am I doing?
Yeah, just finish it.
Here we go.
They're not in bad shape at all.
I'm so fucking wrecked,
It's
dude.
just how they.
It's frustrating. I can't talk about fucking baseball, dude. I'll get fucking triggered.
It's a sport
and start
that is
yelling.
Thriving.
A sport that's thriving, Jordan.
So the national television
Regionally
contracts are up for renewal in 2028.
Really?
And you see the money that the NBA got. The NBA was smart because many years ago, David Stern realize the potential of going overseas and playing those games overseas.
He did more than realize it.
Because there is a
He
huge
capitalized on it.
demand to watch those games in Europe. Well, now we know there's an unbelievable demand to watch all these games in Japan.
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
no, that's not. No, hold on. That's not what's going on here. There's a strong desire to see someone from somewhere else be able to play with the big boys. The people that we name as big boys, pause, right? You know, the NBA stars of the time period. To see
Yeah.
Germany wants to see, like, yo, you can hang with guys that play with Michael Jordan or played against Michael Jordan or whatever, like, or LeBron James or whatever the big star in basketball is. It's cool to see someone from your country like be able to hang with those guys, right? Or even exceed them, which is what Dirk did, which is what Luka's doing, Jokic is doing. Like, that's
They
like a
have
big
farm
deal.
system. They have a farm system in like 15 different countries out there.
That's a big.
China doesn't have a star, and they're like enthralled with the NBA. They don't even have a star. You imagine if China had a star, bro? That shit would be going bonkers over there.
Yao Ming went crazy. He's like a president over there, bro. He can do
If
whatever
there
the
was
fuck he
another
wants.
one like him, if there was like another one like, oh my god, bro.
Bro, Jeremy Lin got secondhand support over
And yeah, and he was born here. That's the crazy part. He was born here.
Yeah, he's San Fran, Harvard kid, but
Yeah, Linsanity was.
I think he
That shit was
coaches
wild.
teams over there. Fuck. I mean, like the fervor you want is a kid in fucking Lithuania who's like, I'm gonna stay up at 4 a.m. I'm gonna find this game at 4 a.m. because the internet's around, right? I'm gonna watch one of these games. I want to see the fucking guy play and like see how he does and fall in love with the other stars and like I bet there's people in these countries where like Luka, he's not my favorite player. Fucking what's his name?
Yeah.
It's some other guy.
I like Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
I like John Morant.
Yeah, some other guy. Like that's where it was with baseball. Like in America, that's where it was with baseball, dude. We were like, yo, I love Andrew Jones, or I love fucking from Curacao. I love Ichiro from Japan. I love fucking Manny, Miguel Cabrera, fucking David Ortiz. Like we love these guys. Pedro's a big one. Pause.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we fucking love Pedro or Manny Ramirez. We love these guys. Like those were kids. Like those are our favorite. We're American, born in America, but our favorite players are these guys, bro. It wasn't nationality based. It was just like this guy's cool.
Idolized, bro. They were idolized.
Exactly. Like, yo, this guy's cool. That's why we like him. So it's like when I was a kid, like white friends that in love with Ken Griffey Jr. Like Griffey was the fucking man.
Bonds, bro.
Barry Bonds. Griffey was so fucking cool, bro. He was like the coolest fucking motherfucker.
He was that guy, bro.
Yeah.
Griffey was that guy. He should have been what Bonds is.
Bro, even the girls had a market, bro. Every girl loved Derek, where I'm from. Every girl loved Derek Jeter, bro.
Same.
Derek Jeter was a god king or some shit in these parts. Like it is like, I don't. That's just not there. Who the fuck likes Bryce Harper? Like, sorry, who likes Bryce Harper other than Farm Boys or whatever the fuck? Like no one else fucking likes this fool.
I also have to mention these players you're talking about. They took it to a gear. I don't see the modern player. I don't see a modern player with that gear.
What do you mean, like tenacity or care or whatever?
I'm talking about performance on the field.
Yeah.
Type shit. Like, yo, you're not fucking Manny, bro. You're not hitting 310 with 50 doubles, 45 home runs, and 150 runs. But like, you're not doing that.
That dude would be a phenomenon if someone did that right now.
Like, what were they saying in the NBA? They have a saying like the players do. I heard Dinwiddie say that, where they're like, yo, this guy's here, we win. The MLB used to have guys like that. The MLB used to have, like, yo, Derek Jeter's here, bro. He's going to find a way to win this fucking game, bro. Or you at least are going in thinking, this guy's probably going to win the fucking game today.
And it was
Like, he being on the field means they're gonna win this game.
yes, and it was better than
And
the
it didn't
NBA
matter the
because these guys
situation. It could have
played
been spring
game.
training. It could have.
Yes.
Imagine FanDuel in 2000, bro.
You'd be-
The fucking them dudes would lose so much money, bro. You would well they would adjust the numbers, but yeah.
well, the Stars would fucking play, Ant. The Stars would
Not
play
only that,
damn near every game.
bro, these guys play in MLB for the most part. There's exceptions. They play. They're just not as impactful as they used to be. They're not as I'm talking about these hitters and the pitchers too. The starting pitchers for sure. Like I'd
Yeah.
say relief.
And they
I'd
have
say relief pitching,
DHs.
bro.
Dude.
I'd say
Doesn't
like
make
relief pitching
sense.
might be closer than the other two, but starting pitching and hitting, it's not there, bro. There's no chilling. I can count on this fucking guy. Even like what was the last guy you saw pitch like that was Bumgarner, wasn't it not? In 2014, we're like, like, nah, we're riding. And that was a bastardization of what fucking Johnson and Schilling did.
Yeah.
Like, he came in, like, what, in the fourth inning, and he pitched a game 7. And he won a game 7 for them from the fourth inning on.
Yeah.
Like that's impressive. Don't get me wrong. It's high pressure and all that. These fucking guys are throwing. These probably throwing 8 innings, bro, and then throwing it to the fucking closer, like, and he's locked down most of the time.
Yeah.
More than these fuckers are.
Yeah.
It's like, so there's a
It's
lot
not
of
the
with
same
that game in general, bro. With that game in general, the game of baseball, there's adages that just don't they just don't apply to today's game. We're telling you, this guy's amazing. We're telling you, this guy's amazing. I'm like, Rafael Palmeiro played, bro. Like, I've seen this guy put up better number. If we're going just strictly numbers, so that's what they're going off. I'm using their shitty metrics of just numbers, not the eye test. This guy was a better player, and he was never the best top 5 player ever in any year he played in.
I'm wrecked, bro. I'm fucking
That's
wrecked.
the type of shit I'm saying, bro. Like, I'll go pitcher. Fucking what's this guy's name from the Padres? Brown.
Right now,
What was his name?
Kevin Brown. Back in the day, Kevin Brown. Yeah.
Put Kevin Brown now, bro. Put Kevin Brown here. He's gonna be a fucking workhorse, bro. He's gonna he's gonna be like, this guy's better than Garrett Cole and shit. Like, no shit, bro.
He is better than
Duque
Derek
over here,
fucking
bro.
Cole.
Put Duque over here, bro.
Oh my God! There's no moments
I'm
for
not going
grit.
with the top of the top. I'm not saying that. I'm saying middling pitchers from then. Put them in here now, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro? Put Tim Hudson here now.
Oh,
Prime
Huddy.
Tim Hudson.
Yeah. It feels like there was a talent turnover. Like
Yeah, there is though. At the heart of what I say, that's at the fucking core of what I'm saying. There's a talent and skill, more skill, I'd say. There's a skill gap.
and grit and personality
Yes,
and
grit.
all of it. There's a
That's
turnover
what
that
I'm
just
saying.
ain't working.
Intangibles don't exist in the sport anymore. I feel like a guy like Freddie Freeman has intangibles. Don't get me wrong.
I love
I
Freddie.
see
Yeah.
intangibles.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how many more guys can I say are like that? I don't even know. You don't know the players either. Like, I know LeBron. I know LeBron's personalities. I know Luka's personalities. I know fucking Shea Gillis. I know fucking Jokic, the Greek Freak. What are these guys? What's Bryce Harper's personality? He yells a lot when he hits a home run.
He's trying so hard to look like the old era, and he's just not pulling it off. It looks like a tool bag.
He's not a good enough
It is what
player,
it is.
in my opinion. Manny Machado's not a good enough player, in my opinion.
Manny's supposed to be this era's A-Rod. Didn't work out that way.
You're not A-Rod, bro.
No. All the talent in the world, though. All the talent in the fucking world, but not.
I don't see that.
The grit killer thing. He doesn't have it.
Ronald Acuna.
Oh my God.
Like, some guys have that. You have everything you need, but I don't see that extra gear. I don't, and I'm sorry. I've seen it. I've seen David Ortiz, bro. I've seen guys go on heaters of heaters, bro. When you needed that shit, I need this shit right now, bro. And this guy goes on the craziest. You don't see that anymore. I don't see guys going like, bro, this guy's unconscious, bro. Fuck Steph. You remember how we say like, yo, Steph Curry for like when dudes are going crazy, like, yo, this guy, he just hit a fucking 60-footer. Like, I'll go. He's on some Steph Curry
Bro.
shit. You don't give a fuck no more. That used to be baseball, bro. It's like, yo, this dude's insanity, bro. And that's where, like, you lost the culture. You lost it all in one fell swoop. You lost the culture. You lost the grit. You lost the identity. You lost the reason for me to watch this
Yeah.
game. You lost it all in one fell swoop. Like, it was all gone.
I could wreck their shit right now. And you know what? It would be, if you look at the game, it didn't try to advance competitiveness or the game itself or whatever the fuck. They went backwards. These guys are more resembling modern day Little League than they are
Yeah.
Major League Baseball, dude.
Yeah.
They got the face mask up. They got the pizza box size bases. You can't take someone out in slides. You can't run over the fucking catcher at home. But I'm telling you, dude, this is Little League. These are Little League rules. You took Little League
rules.
and moved it up to the big leagues because maybe the players are just soft like that or some shit.
In a fucked up way, bro, a high school game looks more like what it's supposed to be than this shit. This shit looks more like T-ball, bro. Like, you got a fucking clock everywhere.
It's Little League. Put runners on second and extra.
You can run now. You can run now. he can't throw the first one. You can run now. Go ahead. You're giving the kids like little cheat codes and shit. He's
Bro.
like, yo. He's like, yo, your tummy hurts? Yo, just hit today. You don't gotta play the field. They just hit today.
Is that their strat? To look more like travel ball or Little League shit?
Dumbing the game down.
Like, yo, extra innings, put a runner on second base. Like, yo, what are we doing, bro? We're killing everything. Like, someone needs to reverse that. Someone needs to reverse all that shit. It looks more like Little League. It's crazy. It's absolutely. If you played back in, I know I'm old, but if you played back in the day where I played, like, this would be nonsense. Pizza box bases is batshit crazy to me. That's batshit. The bases look like they're fucking pizza boxes, dude.
The pitch clock and the shift.
The clock.
Those shit's crazy to me, bro.
It's like bowling, but like professional bowling. But they put fucking the blockers up on the side of the fucking gutters and shit. Like, no gutter ball here. Don't worry about it. There's railings here to stop you.
That shit is crazy, bro. Like,
this ain't the game, man.
The players should have policed that themselves. They should have reversed the trend themselves to where, like, yo, if you shift me, I'm gonna abuse you. I'm gonna get so many free RBIs from you playing the shift on me. That's what they should have done. That's what teams should have mandated. Like, how dumb are you, bro?
Bro, these fools are gonna make me think that when or if I'm 48 years old, that I can compete in Major League Baseball. That's how dumbed down and childish the fucking league's gonna look. Like, not a bro. I'd like, man, how are you so successful? Like, well, they throw a lot of balls, so I just take my walks when I get them, and wait for pitches in the strike zone. That's it. No big uppercut, just simple swings. That's it. I'll get a base hit here or there, but mostly I walk, thus making me viable for Billy Bean's structure of what a Major League Baseball player is. Yeah. It makes me viable because I walk a lot. Because these fools can't throw strikes. This is where we're at, dude. This is... Oh my god, dude. They don't know the fucking shit about this, bro. Kids don't know nothing.
Swinging at every breaking pitch that fucking goes away from them. They don't have to throw strikes. Just show them the fastball a couple times and just throw junk, and they're gonna chase it.
And I feel like an old man, bro. Where it's like, yo, like back in the day, even when I was playing younger age group shit, if you're in the batter's box trying to time the pitcher during his warm-ups, he's gonna look at you sideways, and he might fucking hit you in the face for it. He might throw the baseball at you because you're trying to time his shot. He's like, "What are you doing? Fuck you looking at? Do your practice swings over. Don't look at me while I'm pitching." Like, this is how dark it was. Like, that's where it was on that level of competitiveness. And that's when the steroid shit with that whole blow up of all that shit, where it's like these motherfuckers trying to get competitive edges. That is the core of baseball. It's a hustler sport, bro. That's the name of the game, bro. Get an advantage over your opponent. These fools just went way too far with fucking labs and shit like that, and fucking test monkeys, these fucking creams and shit. Like, they went too far, but the core of the game is to hustle your guy into winning. Hustle the motherfucker, trick the other motherfucker, and win is part of the name of the game. It's part of it, not all of it. There's glory, there's villains, there's hustlers, there's I play right no matter what, guys. There's all of it. That's part of that was the culture of it. And these guys had personalities. And now I'm watching One Punch Man with no expression on his face hit home runs in Japan. Like, so fucking what? So stupid. All right, let me just play this, let it run through, and then we're out of here because I want to move on. I really do.
So when the next national television contract comes up,
me.
let's say let's pluck the company Netflix out of the air. Netflix wants product that is going to be consumed around the world.
Sounds like a drug dealer, Anthony. Like a drug dealer. They want product over there.
And all over the Far East to buy Netflix.
Got a good market in Japan, for these bricks.
Well, in 2028, if baseball wants to sell a lot of its catalog,
sounds like a drug dealer instead of a baseball fan.
That streaming service is going to see an unbelievable value to it. Whether it's Amazon Prime or Netflix, whatever the case may be, you choose the streamer because they're going to want to reach all those millions of people in Japan and in the Far East that can't get enough of baseball. You are going to see the value of the MLB package rise exponentially because of one guy, a guy named Shohei Ohtani. He is amazing. You can't take your eyes off of him when you know he's coming.
Oh my God!
Going to make a sandwich. You're not going to the bathroom.
That's not A-Rod. Michael,
so
you were announcing games during the Yankee dynasty, and when A-Rod came, A-Rod was was one of those guys where if I see him on TV as I'm going spring doesn't matter what time, spring training, I'm like, oh, I gotta go piss, but oh fuck, A-Rod's up. Let me see this real fast. Or even Jeter, and a lot of these guys were like that.
Yeah,
playoff games, I ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm locked in.
I hated the Yankees, bro. I used to watch the Yankees like, fuck. Yo, they got to get through this inning, bro. I got to see if these guys... Or I wouldn't watch. I'm like, fuck, man, I can't watch this shit right now. Fucking Jeter's up. You would have that kind of pull, bro. And now you feel nothing.
My favorite team has been crapped on by the Yankees, but yet... Because I live in New York, I had to watch their games. It is what it is. I had to watch their games. Even when they beat the shit out of my teams. But they were crazy and entertaining. Michael K's I don't know where he's going. I don't get it.
You can't take your eyes off of him.
Can't take your eyes off Ohtani?
Not going
for
to make
what?
A sandwich. You're not going to the bathroom.
Yeah, he has no personality.
For top spin line drive, not even good-looking line drives.
Dodgers fans, but he's beloved by an entire country where 25 million people tuned in to watch that game against the Cubs. Yes.
But in the biggest games, Freddie was the guy.
Yeah,
so you're telling me you let Freddie... I don't need to see Freddie. Let me go watch Ohtani. Do what? Ground out or strike out or some shit? Freddie was the guy. That's who's supposed to be winning the eyes, is the best player, right? Whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit.
And I'm sure it'll be the same today. He is a phenomenon.
But he's not that good, though. He's not Bonds.
And it shows you how dumb the Angels were to let him go.
Remember when they would stop, ESPN would stop what they're doing? Bonds is up. Let's tune in. They would stop what they were doing to watch a Bonds at bat.
And he would do crazy.
And Artie Moreno said, "Now."
Good.
Remember when he had the bases loaded, bro? And they're talking to Roy Oswald, like, yo, bro, what the fuck we gonna do? He's like, I don't fucking know, bro. He's like, yeah. You gotta pitch to him, bro. This guy hits it out, bro. It's like, yo, this guy is he's the inevitable. He was Thanos, bro.
He was. Yes, he was Thanos. But they used to the little fucking Baseball Tonight song, and it fucking
You're
Boom.
literally
Here comes
watching. You're
Bonds.
watching an existential threat enter into the stadium, bro. It's like this guy is. He's bad for your fucking health, bro. This guy being anywhere near a bat in a plate, bro. It's like this guy is he's an automatic.
He's done stupid. I saw this fool break a bat and hit a home run. I'm like, well, well, that is officially the best hitter ever in baseball. I understand, like, yes, he's on roids, 100% in my opinion. But this fool, this
He's
fool
all
broke a
stunning,
bat
bro.
and hit a home run with a broken bat. I'm like, oh fuck, this is stupid. That's stupid at that point. And they're not the little slingshot bats that are out there right now, bro. This is old
Dude,
school wooden
Bond shit
bats.
was huge, bro. Bond's bat was like a 40 something, bro.
He choked up on it though. Pause.
Yeah, he did, but he shit.
It might have been 39 and a half inches. I don't know.
That dude's zone was pristine, bro. That was why he was lethal, bro. His zone was. He's like, yo, he's like, you throw me junk, I'm not swinging, bro.
Exactly.
Unless I feel like it. Unless I feel like it. Unless
Sosa,
I fuck it.
yeah, Sosa and McGuire looked more like Aaron Judge, where they would chase
Yeah.
pitches out of the zone. Bonds is like, nah, and that's the real difference between
Yeah.
guys who can hit home runs and RBIs and all that shit versus he's a cheat code that's not real. That's what Barry Bonds was. Barry Bonds was not realistically fair to anyone. Like, he was stupid because he learned the strike zone.
Yeah, he was stupid when he was wild, but when Pittsburgh used him, like, this guy's a savage, bro.
He was a savage, but he didn't have Griffey bat
He
speed.
didn't have command. Yeah, he didn't have that. He wasn't locked in. Like every pitch, like this shit's a game, bro.
It's like, all right, Bonds, let's give you shit tons of muscle and some more bat speed because you can choke up on it because you choking up still gets enough force to hit the ball 500 fucking feet. So it became a cheat code at that point. All right. Imagine Griffey with his hand speed and bat speed. He was like, okay, Griffey, you can shorten your swing and still hit the ball as far. Like, oh really? All right. He fucking hit 80 home runs a season, bro. Be stupid.
So why do you like Pool's swing more than his?
Yes. Yes. More than Bonds? Yes.
No, Pool's swing more than Griffey.
Yes. Yes. By a lot. By a lot. Griffey's is so pretty looking and it's very smooth. Pause. But it's long. It's a long swing, man. Pause again. It is. It's a long
I know
swing.
what you mean. That yeah, he takes forever to fucking pause. Yeah.
Griffey has to hit the ball in front of him for that ball to go over the fence. His back could be behind home plate. If he hits the barrel at a certain that ball's over the fence. That's the main difference. That his barrel, pause, is in home run or it's in danger zone much longer than Griffey's. Much longer. Pause again. Jesus Christ, baseball. Why you make me do this? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. That's what the game's missing, bro. Dude, you can't even. Dudes can't even tell you why these guys fucking break their fucking arms and shit and their elbows. Like, how do you not know that, bro? You know every metric for the NFL and fucking NBA. You don't know how to keep these guys healthy and shit, and realize the weight differential and how their arm looks and the angle and if it's dragging or not.
Hey, throwing I know way less, but with hitting, let me say this: with hitting, Sosa is a sawn-off shotgun, like Sammy Sosa. It's like chick. It's like chick, boom, right? Pujols, his swing is like it's an automatic, right? It's like like it's constant bullets, right? Coming like so. The odds of hitting the ball and killing it is way higher. But when Sosa connects, when he connects with the chip boom, that ball is going to pluck fucking Mars. It's disappearing, right? That ball's way the fuck out of here. That shit he did in Milwaukee, bro, was stupid. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
that
not
shit
real.
was
I'm
wild,
like, yo,
bro.
that's not real. But Pujols could never do that, right? He can hit like home runs and somewhat in volume, but those are like line drive home runs. Sammy
Yeah.
Sosa's shit are fucking nukes falling from outer space, bro. They're just like, doo! It's like just fucking
Sosa's
gone.
like a knockout artist. Pujols is like fucking
Yes,
uh he's a yeah, he's like a lethal fucking jab man, bro. Fucking
yes,
everything is timed, everything is polished.
yes. But all right.
Well, he's a prize fighter, yeah. Something like that. He's like, oh, this guy's like a prototype. Like this guy, he can fucking he can do everything in the ring. He's not one dimensional. And Sosa. McGuire even more so. McGuire is fucking straight in one dimension.
If you make mistakes with those guys, like or not,
Yeah,
it's not even mistakes. If they time you right, if those guys time you right, the ball is going. It's going to be obliterated. But with Pujols, if you make a mistake, you are done for. It's almost like a guarantee. Like you're fucked. If you hang a curveball, you're fucking done. If you leave a fastball mid up in the zone, he's going to kill you. With those other guys, maybe you fool them. If you fool them, you're good.
and he
But
got
if you
crazy
don't fool them,
fucking.
oh my god, it's gonna
He
hurt your
got
feelings more.
crazy discipline too, bro.
Yeah. Well, it's Pujols is like if you give up a home run to Pujols, you're like, damn, he's good. But if you give up the one to Sosa or McGuire, it's like, fuck my life. your whole like self esteem just goes down the drain. These fools are tanking it 500 fucking feet. It's like fuck. It's like god damn it.
And they'll strike out two other times in the game.
Exactly, but all they need is that one home run. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, they look good. Yeah,
Now that's the average hitter. Now it's like we're here for home runs.
it's like nah, bro. You're here. You're here to fucking drive runs in, bro, as many times as possible.
Bro, back in the day even when I was a kid, they were like, if I got a little too uppercutty and like home run happy, like let's say I had like two games like where I hit a home run in two straight games, right? And they see my swing like start because you're in my mind you're a fucking kid, right? So you're just like, I want to hit another home run, right? You start uppercut and fucking up. They're like, yo, you're getting a little home run happy, aren't you? Like they fucking like hurt your self esteem. The coaches would do that, bro. Back in the day, like, oh, you think you're big time, huh? Huh? All right. Like they remind you. Nowadays, these fools like, yeah, swing for a fences again. They're all fucking Mel Gibson or the wife in Signs talking to Joaquin Phoenix. Like, yeah, swing for the fences every time. that's what's happening nowadays. And this guy's a phenom based on what? On marketing, not on baseball. On marketing, he's a phenom, in my opinion. But
Jordan, you had a 50-50, bro.
oh shit! But didn't they change the base running rules though?
First ever 50-50.
Yeah, bro, they changed the base running rules though, right?
What do you got 50-50 though?
The bases sizes are even different too. That makes it easier to steal bases.
Well, he got 50-50 though.
Yeah, but they have a pitch clock on the pitcher, so they can't like try to like stall him out. You know what I'm saying? Like they could stall him out.
Crazy, bro. They're gonna give you like, they got 50 though. They got 50. You got a 50-50.
See, I just named 3 different rule changes where it's like that can affect the hitter, and this fool doesn't have to deal with it. He can just stand up there with his blank face, just like like a dumb child. That's what his face looks like when he's hitting. There's no emotion, no nothing. He's just blank face there. And this fool is allowed to be Barry Bonds because the rule changes to Little League. Incredible, bro. But anyways, here we go. I'm just fucking
I'm
last
good.
one.
And he passed. Think about that. He passed.
Get him, Michael K. Get him.
The Dodgers didn't pass. And what they did was they opened up a portal to every great Japanese player because the old story that Japanese players didn't want to play on the same team in the States as other Japanese players was categorically wrong.
What?
Yamamoto wanted to play with Ohtani. Sasaki wanted to play with Ohtani.
Maybe back in the day they wanted to like prove themselves. They're like, yo, I don't want to play. Like Kobe was like, yeah, I don't want to play with every single superstar in the league because I want to prove myself. I want to prove that I'm the man. Maybe guys did that. Is that what Michael K's talking about, or is he talking out of his ass? Is he making that up? Is that a real thing? Is it a stereotype?
I don't know, bro. Michael K.
All right, fair enough. Fair
It
enough.
doesn't seem too bright to me.
Fair enough. But I would think like some guy might want to prove themselves, thus they don't play with every other Japanese player or whatever the fuck. Here we go.
Seems like every Japanese player wants to play for the Dodgers. That's not healthy for the sport, but it
fuck
is
the
healthy
sport.
that the Dodgers have
The
become
sport.
now
The sport said
Japan's
fuck the
team.
sport. So fuck the sport.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I don't think, because we're living in the moment, that we can actually appreciate how special this guy is.
Fuck.
Bro, the
You
glazing.
watch.
He
You watch. I'm done with this fool. I'm done with
He
him.
needs to wipe his chin, bro. Shit's wild, bro.
He's seen A-Rod. He's seen Jeter. He's seen Barry Bonds in the heyday. He's seen Sosa, McGuire, Manny for years, Pedro for years.
Pedro his whole career.
No wonder baseball is fucking done. These are the spokespeople for this shit. Chase the viewers in Japan instead of fucking making the sport the way. Let's be real. Michael K was probably trash when he played. He tried playing Little League and shit. He's probably dog shit. So these fools will like, yeah, make the bases bigger and change the rules. I don't like it. It's trash. It is what it is. Anthony, you want to say anything else in regards to this bullshit? Yeah, I'm done too.
No, yeah, I'm sure.
I'm done too.
We've spoken too much.
Yeah, I can't help it. I go back right into my fucking childhood when I start ranting about these things. I'm just like, fuck, dude, why are we doing this, dude? Everything's trash except the jersey. The jerseys look cool. The hats look cool. Like, that's awesome. But the helmets look kind of cool. They're probably more safe. But guess what? The sport itself is fucking dog shit, bro. There's no fucking hustlers out there, bro. There's no fucking corner boys in baseball anymore. Little fucking slick little hustler motherfuckers, bro. Where are they at? There's room for them.
Where Kirby Puckett at, bro?
Fucking like Jose Alvarez and the fucking Pelicans. Like some little like motherfucker. Like he's a hustle player who does what everything he does contributes to the game. Like that type of shit. Where are those motherfuckers at in baseball? Are they there anymore? Or do we need everyone to hit 20 plus home runs? It was like, it's pointless, man. It is what it is. I'm done talking. There's your video of Michael K on Ohtani's big Tokyo series against the Cubs that no American saw, apparently. Maybe a few did. But there it is.